don't know how much young women have to eat shit in order to get the elementary thought that a man who comes to their house without care, food, money, want to help, or at least flowers is not their man. This is some mysterious, sometimes already going wild fuck from the mountain, which of the positive qualities has only a periodic erection, and of the negative qualities, oddities of all strips which not every qualified psychologist will understand. A man always cares about his woman, as it can be sure, he should not need to buy her a car after a month of dating or fill up with money, but he should show attention and care about her. He is obliged. Nobody owns anything to anyone. This is a pure truth, but does not own anything except the actions of a normal man, adequately educated person, etc. This is how it has been started from ancient times. A woman gives energy to a man through sex and receives benefits, care, protection for processing. If a woman does not get anything, how much do not sleep with her, she will not give anything. All things on this topic of energy exchange, where both give and get something there from any random sex, is just an empty talk in the kitchen. That is why many Casanova, instinctive, tell fairy tales, promise the golden mountains, behave be surely cool, do everything beautifully, conquer, not just to give, but to give their energy on credit, for the possible future or gifts. That's why they say, a woman loves with ears. If you just sleep with a woman, if she is not charmed by you, does not shine, if in addition, it does not get anything important, then there is no energy from her, it's just sex, gymnastics, warm up, mutual genital massage. After such sex usually, they do not even call, and definitely do not write books. After such sex they definitely do not create, do not get winged, do not change, and if they do, it's only complete fuck. A man, WHO does not understand the elementary wheel of energy exchange, ignored the experience of whole generations of other successful men, is just a donkey from which there is absolutely nothing to get. So look for not those WHO have something to get from, but those WHO are charmed by you and want to give themselves, to make your life better.